Hi, this is Charlie from Path of the Bee. Today I'm going to check my beehives. We're going to check for the feed level and the pollen, and we're going to dig into them for the first time this year and check and see what the brood looks like and how healthy the colonies are. So, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this apiary. I'm going to set up some new hive stand back here. This one is starting to disintegrate on me, so that's what this video is going to be about, and let's get started. So the buttercups are blooming now. Have been now for 3 days or so, and I just haven't had the opportunity to come and check the feed level here. I've been pretty busy. I've been out at a few other apiaries that are a long ways from where I live, and so now today, here this evening after my regular job, I'm going to check these out. We'll go ahead and smoke them up, and we'll check and see what the feed level looks like in there. Okay, well the bees, the feed here looks decent. I think we're going to be okay there. We'll go ahead and pop this off and take a look underneath. Alright, we've got lots of bees in here. The pollen patty is almost completely consumed. Get the bees smoked off of that a little bit. Let that settle a minute. Very little left. Probably should add another one. Based on the weather coming up, we're supposed to have 10 days of nasty rainy weather. I should go ahead and just give these bees another pollen patty. A frame of honey. It's spring and it's cool, these bees. 60 today. Alright, another frame of honey. Okay, so they're storing some of that sugar syrup there. Okay, so it looks like they've got these cells cleaned out, trying to get them ready for the queen to lay. And on this side, I noticed that there was some brood in there, looking good. Okay, there's another pattern of brood in there. Good. It looks like some of this is hatched and they've went back and started backfilling it with sugar water. It was warm, so we got pollen stored around it. I'm not seeing any. I don't see any fresh. Here's emerging. Here's a bee emerging right here. She's coming out of there. So that's definitely emerging brood, and they're working their way out of it. Looks like the brood nest will be down low. Oh yeah, so here's where the larva's at here. I'll get the smoker and clean it back. You can see that here in the center of that pattern, there's full of, so that's freshly capped, and some of that's getting ready to be capped brood. So looking good. They're using up the last year's bee bread pollen stored, and so I'm sure they're happy to get that pollen patty that I gave them. Let's look at this side. It's got some brood on it also. Okay, shadows are starting to get long, and I do want to finish this top box at least to give me a pretty good idea of what's happening here. I think I'll be okay to just put another pollen patty on all these guys and fill them up with feed. And then when it's done raining for this next stretch, then I can come out and probably swap boxes or set them up for something a little bit different here. We'll take a look at this frame, see if maybe the queen is in the top or not. They're getting that antsy because it's cold out, and so the sun's starting to go down and we're losing temperature, and I better get out of here. But they've got the queen hive room to lay, and they've got plenty of honey to eat, so they're in good shape. I'll put these all back where they belong. So I need to get some pollen on these guys, and we're looking pretty good. They've got lots of honey for feed, and so I'll be in okay shape. I'm not going to inspect these other colonies. I'm going to go ahead and start working on this apiary over here. This apiary, this hive stand setup, I'm going to use some of these little half blocks that are 8 by 8 by 8 cinder block, concrete block. Use 3 of them, one on each end and one in the center. And I bought some 4x4s that are 12 feet long. That was the most affordable, untreated. I've got a piece of 2x4 there that I'll kind of screw things together to keep it from coming apart. I'll use a level to level everything up, and that's how that'll go. Cost in this hive stand is about $50, and it will comfortably hold 6 hives. This hive stand I plan on using for some new nukes and some packages that we're going to kind of track progress on with some different phases. So this will be kind of a test yard that I'm setting up. All right, let's get going. Okay, so I dug the blocks in to where they're level horizontally, and then the block in front is about a ½ inch lower than the one in the rear, so the hives will tip forward and drain properly. And I just put the cross pieces on the top there, and I'll flip that over to where those are down, and I'll put one in the center on top, tie it all together. I just used 3 of those. Those are cut 18 inches long. So, all right, I'll get that done and show you what it looks like. Okay, so the center 2x4 there is centered at 6 feet exactly, so that'll allow me to put 3 hives on either side of that, or if I decide to only put 5 on that, the bottom board will straddle that center 2x4, and I'll still be able to pick it up with my bee loader. So that's how that works for me. I'll clean all my tools off and take them home, and we'll get that ready for the incoming bees coming beginning of next month. So, all right, well, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.